Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to episode 3 of the Entertainment Annotated podcast. This is going to be a quick one. Usually they've been going for like an hour or so, but I think, just because I'm flying solo today, but also just due to the topics, we'll probably keep this one under 30 minutes, I would assume. But on this episode, we'll go over the announcement of a potential new James Bond actor, new film delays for blockbusters worldwide, Tenet potentially threatening the status of theaters, which is also leading to our fourth and final segment, which is a scary update for movie theater chains everywhere, such as Regal and AMC and Cinemark. So if you're listening on YouTube, the first 3 segments are uploaded at 4, 6, and 8 p.m. Eastern Time every Wednesday. And if you're just interested in hearing the entire audio plus a bonus fourth segment, follow the podcast on Spotify or SoundCloud respectively. Links will be in the description, but also search Entertainment Annotated on either Spotify or SoundCloud. Those versions go up noon same day, which in this case is Wednesday. So getting into topic number 3 though, this is actually something really concerning. Christopher Nolan has been rather stubborn about this whole Tenet stuff, and it's gone pretty bad in terms of the after effects, I would say. So Christopher Nolan potentially may have damaged the film industry unintentionally, I'm sure, with Tenet. And the reason why I'm saying that, and it's actually kind of funny, right? Because Tenet is releasing now on DVD, and it's releasing in December. Let me get the exact date up for you guys. Let's see. This is super unprofessional. Sorry about this, everybody. So Tenet is now set to release on DVD and Blu-ray in the United States on December 15th. So they did all this hype, all of this, pushing and pushing and pushing for Tenet, which is a good movie, right? From what I understand, by all means. I mean, from what I've heard, from what I've seen, it's a good movie. I feel like I would need to see it twice to really digest it, just because it's Nolan, to give a proper kind of critique of it. All that hype, all that pushing just to release on DVD a handful of months later. Now, the reason why I'm being like that is because as of recording, Tenet grossed about, I would say, not a lot, basically. It grossed, as of me recording this, about 41 mil in the United States, with the global box office of around 300 mil. And the reason why this is disappointing, even though for anyone else this would be amazing, right, is because the budget was about 200 million, which means the break-even estimate for the film in the studio is minimum $400 to $450 million, which may be a little bit more if they added an extra marketing campaign of a few mil. Now, many theaters have been closed due to COVID-19. About 44 states allowed thousands of theaters to reopen to do the premiere of films such as Tenet. And unfortunately, it was a gamble that may have blown up in the theater's face, thanks to Nolan, with many blockbusters announcing further delays to upcoming 2020 films and also as well 2021 films like Candyman, Wonder Woman, Dune, etc. Now, the biggest issue for theaters is that they resumed operations to play Tenet, and this may be a risk of financial collapse, as most theaters were estimated to make under basic operating costs over the past weekend. And Nolan has tried promoting attendance to theaters, but most theaters aren't even allowed to even do more than maximum capacity of 25-30%. So this makes it further difficult, and they've tried everything, right? Like they've tried influencer campaigns with companies and all that stuff. But to be honest, the influencer isn't going to influence anyone to want to leave their homes and sit with other people during a pandemic, especially when you're now seeing professional athletes, the president of the United States. I mean, you're seeing a lot of high profile people that you would think would be in theory more protected and safeguarded than you. They're getting sick. And it's not a good situation. And now because of this, theaters are closing again. I guess I might as well just combine topics 3 and 4, because topics 4 directly kind of leads into this in terms of things happening with Regal and AMC. But, it's not looking good. AMC, S&P cuts AMC Entertainment's debt rating, and it says the chain basically has 6 months of cash unless it raises capital or attendance improves. Now, what this basically is saying is that AMC and other theater chains, since they have shuttered their locations, they've been suffering huge amounts because the company's cash burn, especially when they reopened theaters for movies like Tenet, it accelerated at a rapid rate that they couldn't meet. So either they're going to have to liquidate a lot of assets, raise capital, they're going to have to do something. Otherwise, they could default. In a 6-month period, we may be out of movie theaters in terms of like AMC. Now, a lot of movie theater companies have been advocating to Congress to have like a bailout, which is understandable. I think this is different than your Wall Street bailout, so to speak. But they even said to people at Capitol Hill that without a solution designed to help theaters under these circumstances, they may not be able to survive the pandemic. And hot off the news of this as well, we have an announcement that Regal Theaters is shutting its doors again. Regal Cinema is the second largest theater chain in the United States with 536 theaters, will officially shut all of its doors in the United States. Its parent company as well is closing 127 theaters across the United Kingdom. And the problem with this is that thousands, like over 45,000 people are going to be furloughed and lose their jobs with no understanding of when the theater system might ever be able to open at a similar capacity as before again. And this is a huge problem because financial records show AMC theaters losing $2.7 billion the first 6 months of 2020, with Cinemark losing about $230 million. This is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. I feel for the people that are going to be suffering for this. I really, really do, because I used to work at a movie theater. I worked at a Regal actually through high school and like the first summer or two of college. And I remember the fun of that job, the fun of seeing people dressed up in costumes to go see, a movie theater, wait in line to see the new Avengers or Jurassic World, or even like Minions, all the little kids that went to go see Minions, even though they made a huge mess they had to clean up. I just remember that the environment of the movie theater, they don't pay you a lot. We got started off at $7.25 an hour, federal minimum wage at the time, and probably still is the federal minimum wage. That's what we started off at. But yeah, that's really unfortunate. This is what it's coming to, honestly, and it makes me really, really sad to see that this is what it's coming to, just because, it's not anyone's fault. You know what I mean? Like, these people are being affected by something beyond their capabilities. And it's just really sad to see that a lot of them are going to be out of jobs, because really the only people, a lot of high schoolers and college kids work at movie theaters, but also a lot of people that support their families work at movie theaters, usually as managers and such. So it's sad to see that. And I'm sorry if you guys hear the background noise. Someone decided to vacuum near me, which is just kind of annoying. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. I cut it down from 4 to 3 segments midway. So I hope you guys are okay with that. But leave your comments down below about this topic and the other topics. Again, thanks for listening to episode 3 of the Entertainment Annotated podcast. The episode will go up at 4, 6, and 8 p.m. respective Eastern time every Wednesday for the first 3 video segments. But if you want to hear the entire audio version, just check it out on Spotify and SoundCloud. Links will be in the description of the video segments, and also publish on noon Eastern time, same day, just for future reference. But thanks for listening, and we'll catch you guys later.